Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a scientific way to make better decisions. And here's the kicker. It has nothing to do with willpower. It's all about understanding and working with your brain's very real limits. So, you ready to learn how to team up with your brain instead of fighting against it? Let's get into it. You know that feeling, right? Burned out, just pushing and pushing, but not really getting anywhere. So let's start with this question. What if the key to peak performance isn't just more hustle, but a totally different strategy? One that's actually in tune with our biology. To figure that out, we first need to meet the part of your brain that's pretty much running the show all day at work. So, neuroscientists have found that for almost all of our high-level work, we lean heavily on this one area, the prefrontal cortex. Just think of it as the CEO of your brain. It's in charge of focus, of self-control, and of making those really tough, complex choices that define leadership. But here's the problem. Just like any CEO, your brain's executive can get completely and utterly overwhelmed. And honestly, we're pushing it way, way beyond what it was designed for. And look, these aren't character flaws, they're just biological facts. Your prefrontal cortex is a finite resource. It's an energy guzzler, burning through fuel, glucose, just to power complex thoughts. That's exactly why it gets tired, why it buckles under pressure, and why it's so sensitive to stress and distractions. It's incredibly powerful, sure, but it's also really high maintenance. And this chart, wow, it just lays out the core problem perfectly. On the left, you've got what our brain was built for. It's like a powerful sprinter, designed for short, intense bursts of focus. But on the right, you see what the modern workplace asks of it, a non-stop, sustained mental marathon. We're essentially asking a sprinter to run for 8 hours straight, every single day. It just doesn't work. So the bottom line is this. If you feel mentally drained all the time, it is not a personal failing. It is a system failing. The way we've set up our work is just fundamentally at odds with how our brains are actually built to operate. And that means, little tweaks here and there probably aren't going to cut it. To really make better decisions and finally ditch that burnout, we have to completely rethink our entire approach to work. The real solution is to intentionally build a system, a work environment, and a set of habits that actively protects and supports your brain. A system that promotes deep focus, encourages healthy behavior, and frankly, just helps you work better with other people. Okay, so how do we actually do that? Well, the research points to 4 really practical strategies you can start using pretty much right away to get your work and your brain on the same team. All right, first up, categorize your day. Instead of just a chaotic free-for-all, structure your time by the type of mental energy you need. Start your morning with a short, protected block of time, maybe just 15, 30 minutes, for that deep, focused work. That's when your brain's CEO is freshest. Then you can sprinkle in short little slots for easy stuff, like checking emails. For emotionally draining issues, set a specific, contained time to handle them so they don't poison your whole day. And finally, actually schedule time for learning and improvement. This isn't about micromanaging your schedule, it's about managing your energy. Next, whenever you're facing a tough decision, especially when you're under pressure, just hit the pause button. See, when we're stressed, our emotional brain totally takes over. But by simply doing one of these things, changing your location, taking a quick walk, getting rid of distractions, you create a small gap. That little pause is all it takes for your logical prefrontal cortex to come back online and help you focus on what's really important. Strategy 3 sounds so simple, but for a lot of us, it's actually revolutionary. Take real breaks. We have to unlearn this idea that being busy equals being productive. Rest isn't lazy, it's a vital, crucial tool for keeping your performance high. And this chart shows you exactly why. Just look at the graph. Working without breaks, that leads to a sharp, steady drop in productivity. But when you take regular breaks, your performance stays high and sustained. What's even better, getting up and moving around a bit doesn't just improve your mood, it actually helps you see your work from a fresh perspective. And finally, our 4th strategy. This one shifts from managing your time to managing your internal state. It's about becoming a better filter for all the chaos out there. That means calming your mind and your nervous system so you can effectively filter out the noise and really focus on what matters to make those clear-headed decisions. This leads to a really powerful insight for leadership today. In the world we live in, the advantage doesn't go to the person who can think the fastest. It goes to the clearest thinker. the one who can calmly organize all that complex information and see the signal through all the noise. So when you put all these strategies together, the result is something we can call the calm leader's advantage. It's a total transformation in how you operate, moving you from just being stressed out to being truly strategic. You literally shift from being reactive and stressed all the time to being calm and strategically focused. And the payoff? It's huge. You make better decisions, you create a healthier, more productive environment for your whole team, and in the end, you just get better results. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Take a really hard look at your daily habits and your routines. Is your current system designed to support your brain's best work, or is it actively working against it? The answer to that could change everything about how you work and how you lead. Thanks for joining me.